Welcome to another edition of Closer to Home Small Business Spotlight. If you're in Park Ridge or the surrounding areas and you're looking for a unique activity, maybe for the family, for kids, maybe for a date night, I highly recommend the Centered Clay Collective in South Park Ridge. Today I'm sitting with Emily MacArthur, owner of Centered Clay, to learn a little bit more about the business here in South Park Ridge. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Really excited about this. Tell me a little bit about when you opened, where this kind of came from for you.
Sure. I opened April 20th of 2023, okay. And it was kind of a dream I had. I've always used art as my own kind of personal form of therapy.
Okay.
Because I can get into that like flow state and get out of my head and make something constructive. And okay. I just decided it was time to bring that to my community, to kind of reach out and share everything that I've learned thus far.
Which is great, and we've talked about it. In fact, when we first met, the goals in terms of classes and doing things after school. And tell me about this component, and we'll start even just on for kids, for school age kids.
For kids, yeah, it's a very fun, judgment-free zone. Everybody's welcome. You can create to your heart's content, and I'm not the kind of person that's going to say that's the wrong way to do it, that's the right way to do it. It's more about the process for me and getting your hands dirty, and sure. One idea leads to the next, and it's just a lot of fun for kids.
And it's clay, so everything's going to be unique at that point too. You're never going to have two pieces that are going to be the same. So
I do. I have a theme that we try to go for every week. It's up to you to if you want or if you're interested in that. But even if everybody does the same thing according to the same instructions,
all right,
it's so widely different. It's just fascinating.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So you've got your kids, maybe there's after school programs, but you're thinking of something different. You do date nights here as well.
Yeah.
And yeah. I've heard awesome things about these. I have to admit, I haven't been here yet, but a number of my friends have. So they had a blast. Yeah. Tell me about that.
It was inspired by Ghost, with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore.
Okay.
And that's really where this whole thing came from, was from Ghost. And I thought that would be a great way to connect with your partner or your significant other. And, you touch hands, you create something together. It's silly. We have candlelight. We have romantic music playing. So you just, it just makes you feel good and connected.
I had a few friends that weren't sure, a little, okay, I'm not. They had a blast. They felt like they could just kind of let go. Everybody had fun. Yeah. So I think that's awesome. And
then you get a souvenir too. After.
You do. That's true. So you get that. Take that home. Take that home. Mm-hmm. Therapy. We've talked about the therapeutic aspects as well. I know that's really important for you in what you do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I find art inherently therapeutic, and I think clay is the perfect medium to connect with the earth. You can see your progress. It's creative. You're actually creating something. Mm-hmm. So I took that, and I actually went to the School of the Art Institute and earned my master's in art therapy. And at one time, I was a licensed professional counselor.
Okay.
And I have a partner here, Michelle, who does practice art therapy. But what I do here is more art as therapy, because I want to provide that for everybody, regardless of your mental health. I think everybody can really benefit from getting out of your head a little bit and getting into that meditational flow state and doing something constructive. Yeah.
What an interesting distinction too. Art therapy versus art as therapy, two very different things and very different goals, and not everyone may understand that or know that initially. So
right, and a lot of people don't come in here thinking about that aspect at all. They're just here for entertainment or fun, but they'll find this is actually very stress relieving, and this is
that it's cathartic. That they walk out with a different
they feel good. They feel good.
Terrific. Anything else you'd like people to know that they may not know to ask, or questions that you get consistently that you want to make sure people are aware of about Center Clay?
Yes. One thing that distinguishes me from like a paint your own pottery place is that we actually use the raw clay.
Okay. I'm looking at all the spinning wheels here, so.
Yeah, and it's not just the wheel. We do things that are hand built. And
Okay.
a lot of people don't know what I mean by hand built clay. So that's different than the wheel, but you can make things with coils and pinch pots and slabs that are not necessarily round. The wheel is great for round things, but that's about it. And it can be a little bit frustrating when you're just starting out. So I do, especially for kids, things that are less stressful and easier to get some successful pieces out of that way.
Okay. It sounds like the best way to go about it is come on in and try it out, understand it, and then go
No
from
experience necessary,
Right.
no talent necessary.
Oh, perfect. Sign me up.
Everybody can do it. Everybody
That's
can
great.
do it.
Well, thank you for the time today. This is really informative. I was excited to do this spotlight. So,
Yeah, thanks for having me.
absolutely. If you have additional questions about Centered Clay Collective, certainly reach out to Emily. I will have information in the link below to do that. If you have questions about real estate in Park Ridge and the surrounding areas, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. And just remember, when you work with Paul, you're closer to home.